Today I wanted to try OpenAI's ChatGPT to explain what is dividend investing, how it can be done, and what are dividend stocks. So today I figured I'd use ChatGPT and show you how anyone can search up and learn more about investing in general. First, what is dividend investing? You can type this in and ChatGPT will answer, saying dividend investing is an investment strategy that focuses on purchasing stocks or funds that pay dividends, which are regular cash payments made to shareholders by a company. Dividends are typically paid out of the company's profits and can provide a steady stream of income to investors. Investors who use dividend investing strategies typically look for companies with a history of paying consistent and increasing dividends over time. These investors may also consider factors such as the company's financial stability, growth prospects, and dividend payout ratio, which is just the percentage of earnings paid out as dividends. Dividend investing can be a way to generate income and potentially grow your investment over time, but it's important to note that dividends are not guaranteed and companies may reduce or suspend dividend payments in difficult economic times. Now we can search up, what is a dividend stock? It says, a dividend stock is a stock of a company that regularly pays a dividends to its shareholders. Dividend stocks are typically companies that have a history of profitability and a track record of consistent dividend payments. When a company earns a profit, it may choose to distribute a portion of the profits to the shareholders in forms of dividends. Companies may choose to pay out dividends on a regular basis, such as quarterly or annually, or they may pay out special dividends on occasional basis. Investors may choose in investing dividend stocks as a way to generate income, as said before. It's important to note that not all companies pay dividends, and even companies that do pay dividends may not be suitable for all investors. It's important to carefully evaluate the company's financial health, dividend history, and other factors before investing in dividend stocks. Whilst it speaks on dividend stocks, we could ask it, what are dividend stocks? And again, in a summarized form, ChatGPT will show you exactly what dividend stocks are and give you a general overview. Most of this has already been established, but another question you could ask it is, what is a dividend yield? Dividend yield is a financial ratio that represents the annual dividend income per share of a stock, expressed as a percentage of the stock's current market price. It is calculated by dividing the annual dividend per share by the current market price of the stock and then multiplying the results by 100. So for example, if a stock has an annual dividend of $1 per share, its current market price is $50 per share, the dividend yield would be 2%. The dividend yield can be used to compare the income generated by different dividend stocks and evaluate the income potential of a particular stock. A higher dividend yield may be desirable for investors seeking regular income from their investments, but it's important to consider other factors as well, such as a company's financial health and growth potential. Again, similar highlighting the warnings that it did before. It's also worth noting that a high dividend yield may sometimes be indicating that a company's stock price has fallen significantly, which could be a sign of financial trouble or market volatility. Now you can ask ChatGPT, what stocks pay the highest dividend? Again, it will give you a general disclaimer. It's important to note that the highest dividend paying stocks can change over time, and that dividend high yields also doesn't mean the stock is a good investment. It will go through and tell you more, and then it will actually give you a list of some potential dividend investment properties you can make, such as REITs, energy companies, and telecom companies. It even gives you examples such as ExxonMobil and AT&T. It touched on the topic before, but you can also ask it, when are dividends paid? Dividend payments are typically determined by the company's board of directors and can be paid out on a variety of schedules. Common dividend payout schedules include quarterly dividends, annual dividends, semi-annual dividends, and irregular dividends. It also gives you a bit of an understanding of each one. The exact timing of dividend payments can vary from company to company, and may depend on a variety of factors such as the company's financial performance and tax considerations. Another question you can ask it is, who are some famous dividend investors? Here we'll give you some more examples and saying there are many dividend investors, and give you a few examples such as Warren Buffett, the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, John D. Rockefeller, Peter Lynch, and John Neff. It even gives you a bit of an example going through all of them, such as the former Vanguard Windsor Fund manager, Peter Lynch, another famous manager, everyone knows Warren Buffett, and the Rockefellers. It says these investors and others like them have demonstrated the potential benefits of investing in dividend-paying stocks, including the potential for consistent income and long-term growth. However, it's important to remember that investing in individual stocks can be risky, and investors should carefully evaluate each investment opportunity before making a decision. If you're an investor and you're looking for stocks to pick, it will not tell you which ones to pick, but you can get around it some ways. You could also type what companies pay the most dividends a year. And again, it can depend on the year and the amount of information ChatGPT has. It says up to 2021 is when its best information is, but it will give you some more, such as AT&T, which is a telecom company that paid out $14.4 billion in dividends to shareholders. ExxonMobil, who in 2021 paid out $9.8 billion to its dividends and shareholders. And Apple, which paid out $14.1 billion. Again, you could use this as a way to just do a bit of market research and find out where potentially you want to put your money. Such as using Apple as an example, we could type, how much has Apple's dividend grown? If Apple is a stock that you were looking at, it will be able to look at it and give you a bit of an example and a base summary. Such as here it says, Apple's dividend has significantly in recent years grown. Apple's first initiated dividend was in 2012. For example, in 2019, Apple's annual dividend was $3.08 per share. In 2020, the annual dividend increased to $3.28 per share, representing a 6.5% increase. Then in 2021, Apple's annual dividend again increased to $3.36 per share, representing a 2.4% increase. Again, if you were looking at Apple as an investment, this is one way you could look into the dividends and their history to see if this is something you wanted to do. Overall, this was just a quick summary of how someone can use ChatGPT to look for dividend stocks and do a bit of market research. Have you used ChatGPT yourself? And is this something you would use to do any research on potential investments or current stocks in your portfolio? For more business and finance content, feel free to subscribe to Business Ventures and leave any thoughts on ChatGPT or the video in the comments.